get into some news on the season 3 Minister Said Omaki. Who is the better reciter? We talking about Jabari on Sarnetta, who's supposed to be a priest, but a priest can recite the ancient language of the sacred teachings that they speak. So let's see who is the better priest. Shout out to Dr. Umar Johnson, revolutionary. There's no mental health in America, but only mental hustling. Black woman, you better get your ass back alive.
Yeah, but that's not my ancestor.
But what you're seeing is, well, I mean, I don't believe that an ancestor is just someone that's directly in your lineage.
Right.
Well, I mean, I don't believe that an ancestor is just someone that's directly in your lineage.
Right.
Well, I mean, I don't believe that an ancestor is just someone that's directly in your lineage.
Right.
RTY Political Party, this is Three Nature God. We are here season 3. We had to start off the season right for the priesthood. First of all, Jabari made a mistake by saying that. Because how can you recite the lyrics of your ancestors without having the blood? It wouldn't even be valid, it wouldn't be right if you didn't have the blood inside so you can really do your ancestors properly, right? But how can you actually recite the Quran and not be an Arab? Like, you have to actually have it in the blood to really truly be a good representation of the scripture. This is a so-called priest, a 20-year vet of Kemetic knowledge, and said, I don't believe you have to actually be an Egyptian to really recite the words properly. Right, because it's almost like anybody can just take on the spiritual journey, take on the spiritual ancestral chant, right, Jabari? I want the people to really start seeing Black News 102 is a hypocrisy. Dr. Reggie, Jabari, these are people like they're jokes. Shout out to Dr. Umar Johnson. I'm gonna let you hear his recitation, and I'm gonna let you hear mine. Let's go.
Right, bro. Come on.
And let me finish.
We're gonna have a battle.
Let me finish, and you will be against the ancestors when you have the battle.
Right.
I will be against the ancestors when you have the battle.
Right.
I will be against the ancestors when you have the battle.
Right.
I will be against the ancestors when you have the battle.
Right.
Like, what the fuck is Sarnetta talking about? Right. Like, he just contradicted himself. Jabari said, I don't believe that you have to have direct lineage or connection to the bloodline of the ancestors to have power of the ancestors. So he doesn't even know if he has ancestral connection through his blood to the Egyptians. But he's telling Rob Bourne, who's challenging him on what he's saying about ancestral worship, to be true. That he's going to be having the ancestors against him. That he's going to be going against the ancestors if Rob Bourne challenges him. But he doesn't believe that you have to have the blood of the ancestors. First of all, is that what the Egyptians believe, Jabari? Because you're 20-year vet and you over here thinking you about to recite some ancient language, because you have to have the lineage in Islam, right? In order to recite that Holy Quran, you must have the bloodline. Because when it comes out of a descendant of Olu, it just sounds so different and fucking. I'm telling you, you're going to hear me. I'm only 7-8 years in the game. But I'm going to show you what it means to have direct connection to your ancestors. Direct connection. Versus this it thing. Because Jabari is an it thing. That's what he is. He's not really a priest. He's really just a good action figure. Let's go.
I will read you the primary sources. You can believe whatever you want. You can believe whatever you want.
I'm gonna let you finish, brother. Go ahead.
So, as you look at Budda, do you know what you're looking at? What is it that you're looking at?
Yeah, the 1 foot forward. Favorite thing that Ashford Crazy always shows. Go ahead, keep going.
What is the device? What is it that you're seeing?
Back on the screen.
Okay.
I can't see. That shit is far away, bro.
It's far away.
Yeah, for me.
Okay, let me explain. And now I'm talking history, right? Now I'm talking history. Western historians call it a false door, right? And they call it a false door because it's a door, but obviously you or I could not go through it, right? I think that description is so literal that it belies the actual truth that our ancestors were trying to explain. This, I believe, should be called a spirit door. This is an area that goes to where Mereruka was buried, and the statue you see is not him going into the spiritual realm. It is of him coming out of the spiritual realm. Our ancestors.
Jabari, I want you to keep going, but do the text on this? Does the text around him say what you're saying?
You know what? I knew you were going to say that. That's why I was getting the book. I wish you could see me. I was getting the book.
Question. I'm just asking, brother.
No, it's not a battle. It's not a battle. You're asking good questions. I know you're not. This is not a battle. I'm going to read to you from the Reyu, Pert, and Heru and Ger. But I want you to understand this door is the way our ancestors describe the ability of our ancestors to go into the spiritual realm and to come out into our world. Here's the primary. I'm going to read it to you now, okay? I'm going to read it to you. Because I think that sometimes people think that a Kemetic priest like Jabari is just chanting Ankh and wearing white all day. Like
right.
Reading the sources, right? But here, okay. This is from the Reyu, Pert, and Heru and Ger, right? I'm not going to read the Kemetic. Well, I could read the Kemetic. Maybe I should do that. Ta'ek. Hu empet. Us ta macheru. Interhert. Chet. Jejedu. Ba'ach. Heteti. Abtu. Benu. Akper. An senartu. Her seba. Neba and Duat. Uat, Juat. Au ta'em pa cheb. Let me read. Ta'ek. Hu empet. Us ta macheru. Interhert. Chet. Jejedu. Ba'ach. Heteti. Abtu. Benu.
Yo, like what the fuck is Jabari saying? He sound like he's speaking French with some German and shit. Patati ucher. My man, you 20 years in the game and you talking about you a high priest of Kemetic science, and this is how you recite on live? This is your opportunity to show people your spiritual virtue. Boy, you suck. Boy, you suck like them piranhas, boy. Jabari, you is not no priest, man. You better get your little ass out. See, Archibald political party, we gotta put him in their place. We about to show you real flavor. We about to show you our real recitation coming from a true descent of the Moorish bloodline. Here we go.
Let me read it. This is what it says to me.
For the ancestors, you know? Ay. Sairo Makti, RGY, Moorish recitation. Yeah, that's how we do it. Yeah. Bismillah, the Elohim. Wala la fadlu Elohim. Alaykum wa rahmati. Fi dunya wa akiri. Yeah, لمسكم فيما أفتم في أثب عظيم اتلقونه بألسي ناتيكي وتأكلون بأفواهكم ما ليس لكم به علم وتكسبون له حيين وخوائن دا إلهيم عظيم ولولا إذ سمعته قلتم ما يكون لنا أن نتكلم به سبحانك هذا بهتان azimun yazikumu illuhu anta udu المثله abadu badu abadu in kuntum mu'minun wa yubayinu illahu lakumu ayatu wa illahu alaykum hakimu ay inna alladhina yuhibbuna an tashi'a fashihatan fil ladhina amanan lahum athabun alim fi dunya wa akhiratu bismillah wa illuhim ya'lamu wa antum la ta'lamun wa la falu Elohim alaykum rahmatahi wa anna ya Elohim Ra'ufin rahimun ya ayyuhalladhina amanu la tattabi'u khutuwati shayatin. Know what I'm talking about? Gotta never follow the devil, man. Walk away. ومن يتبع خطوات الشياطين فإنه يأمر بالفحشاء والمنكر ولولا فضل إلههم عليكم الرحمة ما زكى منك من أحد أبدا ولكن إلههم يزكيه من يشاء وإلههم سميع عليم ولا يعتلي الفضل منكم والسعة أن يؤتيه